through it. Make sure I don't miss the steps. Tube live. Oh, I can see you on this other.
You see me?
I see you on the other camera here. Okay, so I closed this one where it doesn't do the reverb on me. I think. Meeting in progress. Okay. Looking good there. And I'll open this just in case we got some people on the chat board.
Oh, you know what? Also, I'm going to do while we're sitting here, I'm going to go to YouTube. Can I go on YouTube and share while we're on?
I think so.
That's what I'd like to do so we get people watching in.
Yeah. Perfect. Top of the chat. Okay, I'm ready. So yeah, let me do the little intro for us, and then we'll go on with it.
Sure.
They have been best friends since childhood, played the same sports, attended the same schools, and now they even teach together. You're listening to DC and DH on the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast. So guys, take it away. All right. Welcome in. Good evening, everybody. It's been, I guess this is the first one we've had in the new year. So that's awesome. We did a recap of the year right at the end of the 2022. And our last actual interview that we had was with Gina Shock of the Go-Go's. So that was a thrill. So we appreciate Gina's people getting with us and making that happen. And when she was doing some practicing and all that stuff for a show, she took time out to see us. So anyway, I'm excited about this one. I had seen this group of ladies on the YouTube, and Christy's disappeared on me, by the way.
Have I, you know why I'm sharing our stream?
Okay.
Let's see
well, we'll do it either way you want to do it. If we just want to do it vocally, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do. No worries.
Okay.
I looked and I seen, there she is. She's back. Pulp Vixen, and unbelievable talented ladies that are in this band. I have watched several of their YouTubes. Actually watched an entire first set that they did, I think, at the start of the year, and just was blown away. Just very, very talented folks. And we have Chrissy. Chrissy plays the drums. And I actually had seen her on a podcast as well a year or so ago, I think. And that's what got me the idea to. She knows I had bothered her with a couple of emails to get this thing set up, but I had seen her on the Tribute Band podcast, who we actually had that gentleman on as well. He's coming our way. He got in touch with me. He's going to actually, his Huey Lewis and the News tribute is going to come to Nashville for a show.
Right.
So he said he's going to look us up, and that's pretty cool how some of this stuff works. So we'll be excited about maybe doing a live deal with him or something. So anyway, Chrissy, how are you? You're joining us from California.
Yes.
Where you guys are.
Much earlier here than it is where you are, but I appreciate the opportunity to chat about our band.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I lived in the Knoxville area, which is it's weird. Part of our state is in the eastern time zone and part of it's central. So it's kind of odd. When I lived there for 25 plus years, I never watched the late news. It came on at 11 o'clock at night. So that ain't happening. I'm too old for that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm back home in Middle Tennessee, where I grew up and was raised. And so I'm back home and been here, I don't know, back about 7 years, I guess. So anyway, I'm back on the normal time that I'm used to for sure. So anyway,
speaking of too old,
hey, go ahead.
Too old for most of my gigs. Honestly, I should be in bed way before any of our gigs start.
It works out that way as the years get on down the road, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually went to a musical the other night at the T-Pack downtown Nashville, and Man, you talking about 11:30? I'm like, what? Let's get home. This is ridiculous. I'm not up at 11:30. So, yeah, things change as you get older and you become a grandparent and all that good stuff. And that's all right.
Ooh, I
So,
can't wait
still
to be a
enjoy the 80s though.
grandparent. It's interesting, isn't it, about the 80s music, how
Yeah.
it just has staying power.
Yeah.
I
That was
don't
one
know
of the
what it is
questions I was
about
going to
that
ask you. So I'll
decade.
start there first.
Sure.
Why do you think that decade of music is so powerful to all different ages?
I feel like some of it might have to do with what was happening, just our culture at the time.
Mm,
The 80s were decadent, they were over the top, they were like just extra, right? Like, and you have the 90s afterwards, we had this big shift, this
yeah.
darkness enveloped all of us, right? So we were all vibrating at a much lower level. I just think that I don't know what happened between the 70s and the 90s, but I tell you what, since I began this band in 2009,
Wow.
80 has been the most requested music.
Is that right?
Oh, you bet. It's like it's like a it's like a herpes project. It will never go away ever.
There you go. There you go. While you're on that as well, man, you're leading me right into this like we have this thing in perfect shape. And that's awesome. So you do the 80s tribute. Man, I was by the way, whoever does your website, fabulous. Cahoots to them. It's out
Ooh, I'm so glad you like it. Can I
unbelievable.
shout out?
You can't ask for it any better about any information about the group or the any of it. Fabulous. And this is
I'm
what I
so
got off
happy.
there. You do a 90s tribute, do an 80s tribute. One that's interesting to me, I'll say in just a second, the Go Go's tribute. And like I said, we had Gina Shock. Fantastic interview with her. So that was awesome. We're big fans of Go Go's as well. And then, of course, we talked a little bit, and I jotted it down because I'd forgotten when I seen it. Was the Van Halen stuff? I'm going to tell you this: there's probably not many female Van Halen tribute people. That's got to be pretty cool and special.
It is very special. And honestly, like, the trick to the Van Halen tribute is our lead singer, Becky
Mm-hmm.
Moon,
Mm-hmm.
who can match the vocalizing of one of the best entertainers of all time, right?
Yep.
So no one's saying that David Lee Roth is the best singer of all time,
Yeah.
but he is truly one of the best entertainers of all
No
of all time,
question. No question about it. He would be right at the top
right?
of the pile. That's for sure.
And
And I think
so
you do the ice cream song. That was in
we
one of the
sure did.
sets that I watched. So
Of
that's
course.
cool stuff. Here's the one I'm interested in. I want to know a little bit about this. I seen that you do a Latin show as well.
Sure. Well, we are located in Southern California.
Sure.
Latin music is very popular here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the way I decided to market my band many years ago is when I realized that it was all about marketing, less about the product and more about marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So when it finally, got through my thick skull, I said, all right, I just need to make it easy for my customers, uh, and kind of spell it out for them instead of saying, we could do this, or we could do that, or we could do that, or we could do that. It's too confusing, right?
Yeah.
So what I did, I have one band and we just offer many products and we package it differently. And it's mostly that marketing packaging. Now, like I said, I have Becky Moon, who is not just one of the best entertainers, but one of the best vocalists around in the area. Like this woman, it gives you chills. We share the stage with her every week, and it gives us the chills. And you pair that with Roseanne, who is this supreme
fantastic
guitarist.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And and it is what it, like, that's the magic. It's those two. So when we were looking to get into the tribute world, after we started our cover band, I was looking at two things. One was what suits us. as a group, what's a natural fit for us?
Yeah.
Okay. And so we actually started our Go-Go's tribute band first. First of all, that's the only band, well, one of the few bands we could look alike and sound alike, which
Right.
is the hallmark of a tribute band.
Sure.
So we started with the Go-Go's, and their story matched ours, honestly, because
wow. Okay.
I'll give you a little insight into how I came about this whole music thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing the piano since I was 6 years old. I was classically trained. I hated it. I hated my mom for making me take piano lessons, but I had no choice. Right. So it ended up being, incredible for me because it helped me with scholarship money. I went to USC my first year out of high school, and I had a talent scholarship. And then I was also involved in like the Miss America pageant system where they give you scholarship money. So that's the first time my piano, actually, the study paid off for me, money for college. Right. And then, I, grew up and had to get a job and all those wonderful things. And I started a family, and I really didn't have time for music or dance anymore, which were the two artistic things that I enjoyed. And so I pretty much stopped. And then after my dad died, I decided that, boy, life really is short. And here I am doing my thing. And I'm not filling my bucket, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
My soul was not fulfilled.
It was empty. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I decided, hey, my dad was a great a role model for me. Mm-hmm. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. Okay. He played bridge, he played golf, he loved his job, he ate what he wanted, he drank what he wanted, he smoked Lucky Strikes with no filter his entire
right.
His mindset was, my body is going to be no good when I'm done. I'm going to use it all up. Right. And I'm going to have a damn good time doing it. So I decided at that point, my last gift from my father to me was a reminder to, I'm in charge of filling my own bucket up. I'm in finding my own joy. Yeah. So I kind of reworked my life, and I quit my corporate job and I found music again. So
awesome.
Easy, but it was necessary for me.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what I was doing. I had a business degree, and I had 15 years of working in residential construction, nothing to do with the music industry. So I basically just told everyone that I knew that I was starting a band, and I was going to play the drums, not the piano, because I thought the piano was nerdy. Please don't kill me, anyone out there. I still teach piano today. And I started the band, and I started teaching music lessons. So that's 2009. And by the grace of God or the universe or whatever higher power you believe in, I had these incredible females come to me. Roseanne was the first one, the really special talent, like the once in a lifetime talent.
Right.
Don't often get to see or experience. And from her, it just kind of, flowed from there.
Yeah.
And the current lineup of musicians I've had since 2000, it was either 18 or 19. I rebranded my band into Pulp Vixen and really worked on the marketing, which was your original question that you asked me. What's the deal?
Fantastic.
With different projects. And it's really, I got the best female musicians in the area. I pay them well because they're worth it. And I work my tail off to get us paid as a band as much as the market will bear. And it's really just about marketing. And I market these different products so that when people come to our website or of our agencies that represent us, they tell me they need a band, and they tell me what they need for a concert series or a certain night. And we will curate a show to fit what it is they need for their audience.
Wow. Yeah, I even seen that you provide a DJ.
Oh, we
for
DJ,
events.
we sound, lighting, our
Amazing.
DJ is integral. So we've been doing this long enough where we've started to think to ourselves, why are we even using agencies? If we're booking ourselves and we're providing production and we know what our customers want, we think it's about time that we cut out the middleman and just book directly with venues and customers.
Absolutely.
Which is what we've begun to do. So
yeah, speaking of that, as I looked at, I did some research. I looked into your calendar. Man, y'all are booked way out. I'm telling you, folks, it would be a challenge to get these folks on very quickly for, if you have an event but they're just amazing. You need to get on there and check them out.
I know I will say this, our band has morphed from my own personal needs, my personal need for joy when I'm working, and my ability to make my own schedule and make my life look the way it wants to. I have assembled these unbelievable women that share my vision. They find their joy on stage, and we want nothing more but to share that empowerment with whoever comes to our shows. Women, men, children, grandparents, it doesn't matter. Because we feel like it's our responsibility. We all live in a life of service. We should at least.
Right.
That's our job, human.
That's
right? We should be
absolutely
service. And our unique ability is to provide, small little moments of musical joy and connecting with our audiences. We really want them to leave, not just liking the music, but we want them to feel good.
Right.
You know what I mean? It means a lot to us.
Yes. And that's very obvious in your work. That leads to this one as well. I have zero musical talent. I'm lucky I can turn on any kind of tech stuff. And without my buddy, I did so. But what I've always wondered about this is what does it feel like to be able to have that kind of effect on people with what you do that's going to be lasting to a lot of them?
It's life-changing when you realize how easy it is to impact someone in a positive way. You kind of get addicted to it and you want to do it more, And so we're always kind of setting goals. We play together a lot. We're at this point, we're a cute little dysfunctional family, right? We're with each other like 4 times a week. We're working in highly stressful situations sometimes. And sometimes we need a little more than just playing music, although it brings joy. We're always seeking to do better, to do more, to reach out to people, to touch people. That's just, we always have new goals that we set for ourselves. So we're always keeping it fresh and it helps us to reach new places where we never have before. And, my daddy told me a long time ago when I was a child, the day you stop learning or growing is the day you die.
Yes.
So,
yes,
it's the same for our band. We always want to do more. We always want to do better. We always want, whatever that means, this continual need for improvement, like we want to stay focused in the now, because being present gives you the ability to appreciate your life and be grateful for it. But we're also always trying to drive to the next goal, So it's a little balance. And I'm just really lucky. I've surrounded myself with a bunch of just badass women that are way better than I am. Where my weaknesses are, I have purposefully looked for strengths in the others around me.
Sure.
And our team is just, it's top
That's
notch.
what makes it
You know,
work.
they're
Yeah.
wonderful beings. It
Yeah.
really does. And, you know, music is just the cherry on top, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And speaking of reaching out and doing something, how long have you done since I'm in the Nashville area? How long have you done the country
Mhm.
stuff? I seen that video, a little promo.
Yeah. So that's just another one of my, you know, one of
Mm-hmm.
our tricks.
Mm-hmm.
We've always done country music, but now that we feel that it's trending a bit in the
Oh
area,
gosh, yeah.
we wanted to, you know, we just wanted to capitalize on that trend and create some marketing material. So it would be, again, easy for our customers to see, oh, they do this. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just offer all kinds of things for anybody. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Was that kind of like the whole group's idea, or did you just kind of come up with that on your own about the marketing part of it?
No, that was me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty like, you know, where I say I am surrounded by all these women that are just so incredible, jaw-dropping talent. Um, I'm the okayest drummer you'll ever meet. I'm the okayest singer you'll ever meet. I am the, you know, okayest piano player. Like I am an okay musician. Where I shine is my, you know, my business degree. Between my degree and my interests and my, you know, business experience. So that's really what I bring to the table for the band. If we're going to talk about the exceptional women I'm with, I can keep up with the women and they drive me in terms of musically, but it's really all the business stuff and the marketing. That's me. Yeah.
Gotcha. While we're on talking about the ladies, I don't want to leave them out. And you help me out here if I miss miss say one of these, or there's somebody will leave it out. I don't want to do that either. But I jotted these down pretty quickly. So we got Roseanne and
Yeah.
Megan and Becky, as you said,
Mhm.
Sandy, Tatiana. Is that right?
Tatiana. Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
Okay. And I don't want to mess this up. Rory.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
job.
Okay. Well, I'm a teacher, so I got to work on a lot of the different kinds of names over the years.
Yeah.
So, Susan, Nikki, KC, Lauren as well. Did I leave any? How about the DJ?
DJ Batiza. So we
Okay.
actually have, there's 3 of us that DJ in the group.
Oh,
But
okay.
DJ Batiza is the
Is
featured.
your overall one? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I wanted to give a shout out to them. Thoroughly have enjoyed seeing them on several different videos.
That's awesome.
And like I said, I watched the whole set. I think that was right January 7th or something. It was right at the start
Like
of
4-piece. Was it a
fantastic.
4-piece local show that you saw?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
And that is one of the things I will mention. Over the years, I have just realized, you know, what our customers need. So one of the things that we're able to do with our lineup, you know, we're able to provide an acoustic duo all the way up to an 8-piece show band.
Yes.
So when a customer comes calling, I just have to ask some questions to find out what it is they need, so I know what product, what lineup best fits.
Right.
They're trying to put together, whether it's an intimate, small situation, or if it's a big corporate event or a humongous wedding. They want a show band, you know, whatever.
Right.
And like, for example, so Susie, you mentioned, or Susan. Susan is like a unicorn. Susan plays keyboards, guitar, sax. So when she plays with the band, she's switching out all 3 instruments, right?
Yep.
She's our OG. We all say we want to be Susie when we grow up because she's so absolutely incredible. Like, you know, but then Rory plays sax, and then Megan, our bass player.
Yes.
You know,
Fabulous. Yep.
And if Roseanne is gone, Megan can sit on guitar. Megan's an incredible drummer. Like that was her first instrument. She started playing the drums when she was like 4 years old. She's ridiculous. She's like the Rain Man, only with music.
Wow. What talent.
I know.
Yeah,
so it's really
that
fun.
is just amazing. Let me ask this as well. What you kind of got me thinking about another one that I didn't have wrote down here, but I'm interested now when you went into all the different kinds of events that you do. What's the most unique one that sticks out to you that like, oh boy, oh, okay, let's roll with this.
There's been so many really cool ones.
Yeah.
Interesting. Our lives are very interesting because of what we do.
I bet.
Probably for your audience's benefit, the most interesting gigs that we do are for a local nudist colony or a nudist resort. It's located close by in Corona. We are not allowed to be nude, and we're not allowed to have our cameras. We're not allowed to, take pictures or anything like that. Yeah. So that's very, very different for us, for many of the girls.
So the whole crowd looked like they just got out of the shower.
Well,
that you're staring at.
What's really interesting. This is what the most interesting thing is, and people don't realize unless they live this lifestyle.
Sure.
They're not just walking around naked necessarily.
Yeah.
They could have a shirt on and no pants.
Gotcha.
No pants and no shirt. Or they could be wearing like a full negligee, or like it's all, anything goes.
Gotcha.
So
or just a hat,
They could just be wearing a hat. And they're wonderful. They're wonderful and warm. Group of people. We love it, but we know when we tell people, it's so interesting to them because they can't imagine. They're like, oh my God, what are you talking about? And the first question I always get is, do you perform naked? But we don't.
Right.
But we've done everything from that to, we've worked at the LA Zoo. We have,
interesting.
I mean, we just get to do so many cool things.
Yeah.
We've worked, the private parties tend to be very interesting because you get a glimpse into people's lives. We had some private event in the Palm Springs area quite a few years ago. And we didn't really, it was a bunch of young kids. And as the night progressed, they started, they had these headdresses on, and they were standing on tables, and they were like jumping off. And we realized they were having like a big like drug trip the entire weekend. They were doing massive drugs. We had no idea. So, I mean, there have been some crazy things. One more that was really interesting. This was pretty early on too. We went and worked for a mining town. So think of driving through Las Vegas, another 5 hours into like the middle of Nevada, into this gold mining town where there's this one central location. It's the one restaurant, the one bar, and the one church in the neighborhood. It's all the same building, right?
Wow.
So there's a stage that we set up on with a big stripper pole going up and down the middle of the stage. And that's where they do their Sunday sermons.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So that lines out to make a lot of sense. Yeah.
We really have had, we worked for a strip club for their company party. Yeah. So, I mean, just really interesting things. Yeah. And with all the fun, interesting gigs that we've had, we've had our share of dark and yucky experiences too, being in the service industry.
That's going to happen. Sure.
Yeah, of course. And, you take it all with a grain of salt, the good and the bad and ugly. And, that's the life we've chosen.
Right.
Love it. Like I could die a happy woman today because I have successfully made my life look the way I want it to. Like I get to play music for a living. I get to teach little babies and 70-year-olds how to play music themselves. And, find something that they can go to when their lives get tricky and challenged, gives them an outlet. So I, like I said, I could die a happy girl. We're lucky, very, very lucky.
Yeah. Music is such a powerful thing.
It truly is.
Yeah. I love and to have the gift of being able to play it and perform it must be something that is awful special. That's for sure.
I tell you what, if we come to Nashville, if we can book some work in Nashville, I'm find you and I'm going to teach you some chords on the ukulele, even though you said you can't do it. I'm going to
good luck with that. We'll see. We'll see if that happens.
I'm gonna bring it
awesome.
and we're gonna play Three Little Birds together. I'm gonna teach you 3 chords and we're gonna play a song.
Oh, well, maybe I have a possibility of making that work then.
Yeah.
And that was another thing I was going to say. Please do that. Please look us up. I know that you guys are going to be able, with your success, to spread out more and more. And man, that would be awesome to catch you here. And you never know, because this is a happening place.
I know, right? Yeah. So I feel like I just want to put it out there into the universe. If you or anyone or any of your listeners know of a venue in the area or venues in the area, I will route a mini tour for us and we will make it happen. You know?
Okay. Definitely. Yeah, we'll see what we can definitely.
Amazing.
Yeah, we'll definitely throw it out there.
And you can come with us. We can go tour Jack Daniels, right?
There we go. We'll have to show you some of the great places. Yeah. You just got to be downtown in that area, and you can see and experience a lot of different places. That's for sure.
Yes, super pumped about that.
Great people that are here and visiting from all over the world. It's amazing. Yeah, we interviewed a lady that's an Australian singer.
Really?
And she actually did an album with her husband in Nashville. Loves Nashville, and they plan on coming back and doing something else.
There's so many great producers in Nashville.
It's just crazy, the stories you hear, and But we've interviewed some studio musicians. That matter of fact, they do a tribute to Toto. Just talented people. But that's what they do for their day job. They are musicians, studio musicians. So there's all kinds of opportunities. That's for sure.
What a life! I love it. I feel very
absolutely
part of the crew.
Let everybody know how to follow you guys and your upcoming stuff and all that.
Sure thing.
Because you never know. There's going to be people that California is a huge state, so you never know who's visiting and who's coming out and who's listening to us in California.
We're a traveling band. We travel all over, whether by car or plane, or cruise. We're booked for this is funny. We're working on a swingers cruise in April. Wow. We're also working on
the life of a musician, huh?
The crazy
all the experiences
stuff. I know. So us traveling is not that reach, and we're here for it. That's part of our goals. We always do a lot of goal setting at the beginning of the year, and we make sure we check in with each other and we understand what everyone's short-term and long-term goals are, so we're aligned, so stay on the same page and we're all moving towards the same target. And that is them to travel more and spread the word and connect with more people. So we're going to put it out there and see what comes up. So Pulp Vixen Band is our website.
Check it out. It's awesome. Like I said, very easy to find any kind of information about the group. They've got all different kinds of things on there for you and it's very, very well put together, and you'll get a lot of information from it. For sure.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that it was easy for you to navigate. We're also on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say we have, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, we're all, it's very easy to find. You pop our name in, but I'd say Facebook is where we have the largest following, just because we started with that platform.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We've been working on our YouTube and our TikTok channels. But boy, it's a full-time job managing social media all by itself,
Yes. I can feel you on that. Absolutely.
It's a whole thing. So
Yeah.
if there's any listeners out there that specialize in social media marketing, hey, contact me.
Yes. Yes. Well, ironically, as we start to close out here, I'm going to let you hang on here. I'm going to do our sponsors.
Sure.
And Pam Green. Pam Green is with PJG Marketing. That's in Texas. She raises her family and works from home, and she is fantastic. She had a meeting with us last night and is going to help guide us in some directions for what we're doing. But she's fabulous. She is proper on getting stuff immediately back to you, feedback. And folks out there, if you need some digital marketing for your small business, for your company, check with her because she's going to work with you, and she's awesome. She is absolutely awesome.
Oh, I'm definitely going to check her out and look at her work. I'd love to connect with her.
Yeah, yeah, she is amazing at what she does. All right, let me go ahead and get our other sponsors and all that good stuff, and then we'll close her out here with you. We would like to thank our sponsors, Hudson's Flags and More, veteran owned and operated, the Nesting Project of Smyrna, Tennessee, and our newest sponsor, PJG Marketing. You can find all these great folks online. Chrissy, it has been a fantastic time visiting with you, and the best of luck and safe travels, and best to your family and all the ladies and their families as well. We look forward to keeping in touch with you, and let's get you to Nashville somehow.
That would be so amazing. Yeah. Thanks so much for the opportunity to talk about my most favorite subject besides my children and my family.
Yeah, we enjoyed having you for sure. Yeah, guys, we appreciate Chrissy. Pulp Vixen is the band. Yes. Yep. And like I said, they're in California, but they're spreading out all over the place, that's for sure. So please catch them when they're in your area because you will enjoy thoroughly what their product is, that's for sure.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a wonderful evening. We'll talk soon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.